Good morning, everybody. With the offseason in full swing, Illinois football is looking for a fresh start. Throughout this week, we will be taking a look at Tim Beckman's new coaching staff. We begin this five-part series with new Illinois co-offensive coordinator and quarterbacks coach Chris Beatty. Beatty comes to Illinois hoping to turn the Illini into an explosive offense.
Fast-paced, aggressive. We're going to spread the field. We're going to use the field vertically and horizontally. Hopefully we're going to play fast and be up-tempo to where, they're not going to have no time to go get a drink or any of that kind of stuff.
Chris Beatty will work with co-offensive coordinator Billy Gonzalez to instill a fast-paced and up-tempo offensive attack. The duo as a unit coach Tim Beckman is excited to work with.
I think the more the heads that you get involved in it, we all know that the game plan's done on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Yes, Billy Gonzalez will be calling the defense or the offensive shots, but Chris Beatty will be a big part of those calls also.
Beatty will also work as the Illini's quarterback coach. He comes to Illinois after a stint as running backs coach at West Virginia and a year coaching wideouts at Vanderbilt. Beatty is excited about the opportunity to work with both Illini quarterbacks.
Nate, obviously, I think he's got some obvious leadership qualities that are proven. He's been on the field a bunch, he's played a bunch, he's been in big games, so that's something that's obviously seen. And talking to him, you can tell he's kind of one of those guys that has been in it and kind of gets it. And then same thing with Riley. I think he's played in some games as a young quarterback. He's got a big arm. He's got great size, and he looks like he wants to try to be successful. Watching those guys work out, they want to lead. They want to be up front, and those are the kind of guys we want, and those are the kind of guys that hopefully are going to lead us to championships.
And from the future for Illinois football to a recent star, former Illini Whitney Mercil is back in Champaign-Urbana. The defensive end honored at Sunday's basketball game as College Football Performance Awards National Defensive Performer of the Year. Even though it was a quick trip back to campus, Mercilus was excited to be back at Illinois.
Feels great. It definitely brings back old feelings, old memories and everything, the good times that I had here. Definitely miss being at the stadium, everything, all the friends that I've had here, and, being able to see at least some of them while I'm here, this weekend and everything. It's just, I miss it all. And I understand what, guys like Corey really has been said, they miss it so much that they wish they didn't leave college early to progress forward into the NFL.
And speaking of Sunday's basketball game, Bruce Weber was hoping his squad would avoid Groundhog Day. Coming off of a win against a top 10 opponent, the Illini once again stumbled in a bad 74-70 home loss to Northwestern. It's the Illini's first loss at Assembly Hall to the Wildcats since 1999 and causes Illinois to fall into a tie for 6th in the conference with a 5-5 record. It's a game the Illini expected to win, but does Bruce Weber feel his team took Northwestern for granted?
I don't think so. I called a maturity game number 2, no regret game, and we had been through this against Penn State. We barely won up there and had to have a block shot, so you knew it wasn't going to be easy. But at the same time, they got their heads up. Burns goes crazy. Now they're feeling good. Now you're always playing catch-up.
And in the NBA, Darren Williams Nets taking on the Chicago Bulls. Luol Deng returning to the lineup for Chicago here with the layup. Deng with 19 points in his first game back. Then it's the MVP, Derrick Rose, with the layup, but Rose would leave this game with a back injury. He'd played just 11 minutes and scored just 4 points. Well, University of Illini alum Darren Williams here with the jump shot, trying to get the Nets back in the game. He'd finished with 25 points and 5 assists, but the Bulls way too much in this one. It's a good night when Brian Scalabrine gets involved. Here's Scal with the corner 3. Chicago wins in a rout 108-87 over New Jersey. Bulls remain atop the Eastern Conference, moving to 21-6 on the season. And Eli Manning and Tom Coughlin do it again. The Giants are Super Bowl champions following their 21-17 win over the New England Patriots. A record 166.8 million people watched New York win its second Super Bowl in 4 years. And 2 former Illini are champions. Punter Steve Weatherford had a huge game, becoming the first punter in Super Bowl history to pin 3 separate punts inside the 10-yard line. Fellow Illini alum David Deal always believed his team could win it all.
A group of guys with character and and dedication and commitment, and most important, you know, that all-in slogan. I mean, you know, that means that, you know, regardless of what people say, regardless of what everybody on the outside looking in says, you know, we proved everybody wrong by our actions and our play, and it wasn't about what we said, it was about what we did, and that's why we can sit here and have that true gratifying feeling, because we earned everything we got, and nobody gave us anything, and nobody thought we could do this except for us.
Well, an exciting Super Bowl in the NFL now turns its attention to the offseason, with Whitney Mercilus and the rest of college prospects around the country getting set for the NFL Combine in just 3 weeks. That's it for sports. Have a great day, everybody.